from online store. This is music reactive LED chaser using CD4017 IC and microphone mic. Okay, with some components. This is the PCB board. We're going to solder the components. Let us see the components here. We have the IC socket, some LED. So this is white 5mm, red 5mm, and then electric microphone, PCB type, very small type, 4017 IC, decade counter. Then some resistors, and then electrolytic capacitor, 100 microfarad, 16 volts. Also with S9014, this is a transistor, and another capacitor. We're going to solder this component here in the PCB board.
That's what drives me to prove myself to everyone. Because I know that not anyone can do this. And I am far from finished. The goal is still ahead. With the adventure, love the adventure. Drive your ambition. Mitsubishi Motors.
We have now the reverse engineering of this actual module. So here we have this IC, the IC, then the LEDs, surrounded by LEDs, the microphone here, and then the transistor, resistor here, also here, capacitor. So that is the transistor. Actual module, the values. Also, we have the values here. Supply voltage 9 volts up to the values. And then also we have in figure 2 the pin out of the 4017 decade counter. Pin 1, that is output 5, 2, output 1, 3, output 0, 4, output 2, 5, output 6, 7, output 3, 8 ground, 16 BDD, 15 is the reset, 14 clock, 13 clock inhibit to activate the clock, and then carry out for cascading the IC, and then 11 is the output 9, 10 output 4, 9 output 8. This is now the equivalent circuit. So here we have the transistor, and that is pin out 9014. It is an NPN type 123 emitter base collector. That is the orientation of our transistor pin out. So for our equivalent circuit, this is now the result of reverse engineering, our equivalent circuit, or this is schematic diagram. So here we have this IC again, pin 1 to 16, and then these are the LEDs. So each LED is connected to the respective pin out or pins. Then in series is the resistor for the current limiting, and then connected to the ground. 16 is the supply, so we're using this 9 volts. And then 15 and 13, the reset. 15 is the reset pin, and then the clock inhibit. To activate the clock, we need to ground that. Okay. And then pin 9, that is the output. 12, no connection, and other outputs. So this is the ground. What is the use of the capacitor here? That is the coupling or coupling capacitor to stabilize the circuit, or to eliminate the noise, or to provide a nice line current. So what make this LED to turn on off, or randomly turning on and off? Here we have this transistor. Transistor serve as a driver. It is a driver, and where is the sensor? So this is the sensor, the microphone. This one, microphone. So when microphone pick up a music or sounds, since it is connected to the 20 key and then to the microphone, then to the ground, that will serve as the power. Once it pick up some music or sound, it will now modulate this audio through capacitor, then to the base of transistor. So in short, it it will produce a current here. Since the sound is analog, so we need a capacitor, which in turn it will turn on or switch on this transistor on and off. Depends on the modulated sound. So the use of this mic is a sensor sensing the audio to turn on and off this LED. So this transistor, once it is on, sometimes it's off. And the use of this one mega ohm resistor is for biasing the transistor. Okay? Biasing means to activate this transistor. Okay? Since it is connected to 9 volts, so serve as biasing transistor to fully turn on this transistor once we have this modulated signal from microphone. Because analog is the signal picked up by the microphone. Then because of that, it will inject this signal to the pin number 14 clock. So it will serve as the clock. Which in turn, this IC, since this is a sequencer IC or decade counter, it has a sequence. But since it is connected in random or not in order, so it just toggle. Because our sound is very fast, we cannot see the toggling of the LED. It means only one LED is turning on every time we hear a sound. But since it's very fast, that's why you can see that LED is blinking very fast, and you can see it's almost blinking at the same time. But actually, it toggles. It means when D1 is on, everybody is off. When D2 is on, D1 is off, also D3 up to D10. So only one can be on. But it's very fast, so we can see that it's just a continuous blinking of LED. So whenever it receives the audio here from mic, it will pick up the mic that will serve as the transducer, converting this analog waveform or this audio into current that will modulate the base of the transistor, turning in this transistor on and off. Or sometimes it is on transistor, sometimes it is off, depends when there is a sound picked up by the microphone. So it will inject to the clock, so this serve as the clock, the microphone, or in short, it produces on-off signal to the pin number 14 that would serve as the clock to pin number 14. And because of that, it will turn on and off this LED randomly. So sometimes this one, others off. But since it is very fast, we could not see the actual speed of the blinking. In actual, only one LED turns on at a time. It's very fast. You see it's blinking randomly, or it blinks random. Depends on the music captured by this mic. So using 9 volts, you can see here. So transistors serve as a driver to the IC, and this IC drives the LED from out. For example, this D1 connected to pin number 3 flows out to the anode, to the cathode, and then to the resistor, and then to the ground. One by one. Sometimes this D3, sometimes 10. So that is our circuit. Music reactive using 4017 and microphone. So whenever it captures, or so whenever there is an audio pick up by the mic, that's why it becomes music reactive. That is the reaction of the mic, of the circuit. When there is a music, it will turn on and off this LED.